Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Alex.
My name is Palm.
In today's video, we're going to tell you 10 reasons why every foreigner needs to visit India, right? So they're not in any specific order, and stick to the end of the video. I'm going to tell you guys what are my favorite reasons why I stay in this country and why I'll continue to stay in this country. So before I get started, guys, if you've been watching my videos for a while but haven't had a chance to subscribe, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Reason number one is weather, right? So it's no surprise that Canada is extremely cold, especially in the winter. And when I came to India, I didn't realize how calm and like I thought it was gonna be very humid like Thailand. I was gonna be sweating like the Philippines, but I was pleasantly surprised when the places I visited like Delhi and Rajasthan, all these cities, there's almost like no humidity, right?
Especially this season, like it's winter season now.
Okay, for someone like myself that doesn't like cold weather or really hot weather, the weather's perfect, and that was a big surprise for me because mentally I was prepared to like be sweating like draining because I've traveled a lot to Southeast Asia. I found that the humidity was really high, but in India I found that to be very, very like low. And now let's go into the second reason. For me, it's the people, right? So now let's just be honest, like before coming here, I wasn't really sure what to expect of Indian people. There are many Indians in Canada, but I haven't really got myself involved into the culture. I haven't had many Indian friends. I only ate Indian food, but I wasn't really aware of like Indian people and how they are. And in North America right now, there's a high volume of scammers, right? Phone calls and emails you get often. So, you know, it really puts this bad image of Indian people in your mind, even though you try not to stereotype or generalize. So that was always like a concern for me. How are they going to try to be with me if they find I'm a foreigner, right? So, but I'll be honest, the people here have been fantastic, amazing. You know, people are super friendly. They always like, for example, when you go to have chai, they push aside everybody, say, okay, move. And they let her have a seat, and they're really, really nice towards myself and yourself. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more. What do you think about the people here in India?
They're so nice because I did some research before I came here. They said like here is so dangerous. Like be careful that people gonna steal your phone from your hand, something like that. I'm prepared a lot of stuff to protect my things. But when I came here, it's just totally opposite. Like everyone was so nice. Even though I grab my phone all the time, it's just like even send my phone to like the driver to read the map.
Exactly, right? We have no
nothing
issues
happened,
at all. And even like the vendors, they leave their stores wide open, and people come in and go. They take cigarettes or have a tea. They leave the money there. It was really surprising to me to see the friendliness of the people here. So far, Indian locals have been one of the nicest people, and people try to help you, guide you. They do all kinds of things, like if you need something specific, like putting recharge on your phone, they don't mind doing anything, and they go above and beyond to give you information. Indian people are very proud of their culture and history. They like to share information. So yeah, I really, really like that about the people. So that's the second thing. Indian people have been a pleasant surprise for me for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And number three is food. Now, how can we get through this video without mentioning food? I think it's a very obvious reason to come to India, but I have not tried a single dish here that I didn't like. What about you?
Never.
Every single meal we've had, every single street food we tried, and I'm not the type of person that's really gonna be shy from street food. And that was one more thing. I was kind of worried. Everybody's saying, "Oh, you're gonna get the diarrhea, you're gonna get the shits, you're gonna get the deli belly, and all these things." And I'm just like, but I didn't let that kind of affect my judgment of the people. So for me, I love the food here, the spices, the smells, the colors, right? So
the color.
Excuse me. We should have brought some water. The colors and the textures, the variety of things. What do you think of the food here?
It's amazing. Just like I thought that it's gonna be really, really good. That's why I wanna try like an authentic Indian food here. And also my mom was so worried at first, like she gave me a lot of medicine, like, oh, in case you're gonna have some kind of food poisoning, something like that. It's never happened to me.
Would you say we eat out every day on the street?
Yes.
Yeah, we have at least one item from the street, and I've never been sick. You've never been sick?
Yeah, but the tip for us, I think you have to eat everything that make it hot, like not just like some kind of cold things, cold stuff like that.
Yeah, just to like even reduce some of the chances if you have a sensitive stomach, is to maybe don't eat somewhere that the food has been sitting there for a while. Take a look and see if there's a lot of locals standing around eating there. and if they're making the food fresh, and that's the
Yeah.
best way. And one more tip is not to eat meat on the street. If you want to reduce your chances. Now, we've had meat on the street, I believe.
Yes.
We haven't been affected, but it might affect you. Have a sensitive belly.
Yeah.
So I love Indian street food. I love Indian food and some of the drinks and everything here. The food is phenomenal. It's actually top 2 or 3 favorite food
Me
cuisines
too.
I've had ever around the world. So I love Indian food. I can't say enough about it, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite dish so far?
Biryani.
Biryani. Oh my goodness.
Everyone like, I want biryani. I want.
Yeah, the thing is, so one more thing about the food. I didn't realize how there was such a huge variety of people eating non-veg.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. It's in
Eating veg, right? So they're vegetarian, they're vegan. They don't eat, like, it's really surprising to me. Like, of course I knew because of the religion, maybe they
Yeah.
wouldn't eat like cows or other animals. They have really, but I didn't realize like chicken or any other meats that they don't really eat. So that's probably why they're so skinny. Like I
Yep, yeah.
envy that. I wish I could live off of just like not meat, but just growing up, I've had meat all my life.
Yep.
Let's move on to the next thing. Number 4 is transportation. Right? That has been one of the positive things about India. I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but to get from one city to another city, to get from one state to another state, it's extremely easy.
Yeah.
I am so impressed by the railway system they have in India.
Yes.
Everything seems to be connected.
Yeah.
And there are a variety of companies running these trains, overnight trains, sleeper trains, different classes of trains, different budgets. Like all I've seen coming from the West was these like crazy images of people hanging off the top, like hundreds of thousands. Like, I don't know. That's what I thought. Like I knew that was maybe a little bit of exaggeration, but I'm so surprised and happy to see that India has a really, really well planned out train system. That's just the trains.
Yeah.
Not to mention the buses, the taxis, other ways of transportation.
Yes.
It's easy to get around here. So transportation, one of my biggest surprises here as well. That's a very good thing in India. You can get around very easily. Not to mention the auto rickshaws and everything else, right? So I've seen camels being ridden, like horses on the street, people getting around on anything and everything. So it's really impressive. Next, number 5 is variety of culture, religion, languages, people, food. So in India, you don't have the same bland kind of thing, We've only been to a few cities so far, but everywhere we've traveled to, they have their own little signature thing when it comes to like historical forts or palaces or temples, and they're all a little bit different, like the blue city, the pink city,
Yeah.
And then not to mention the modern architecture you see like in places like the Cyber Hub or Gurgaon and all these places, New Delhi, of course, Connaught Place. Over here, you can be on a street and see a variety of different everything, So yeah.
Which is like diversity.
Yeah, diversity,
say,
exactly.
yeah.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yes.
So that's a really, really cool thing that I knew it was going to be there, but seeing it is definitely making it much more noticeable for me. Let's move on to 6. Now this is a big thing for me and many travelers. When you travel, cost of living and cost of travel is most people's priority, right? The point is budget, right? So if you're on a budget, India is a place to be. For me, it has been the cheapest country I've ever traveled to so far, to be honest.
Me too.
And not just cheap, but the quality that you get for the money in return. So the hotels, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
The extremely affordable and extremely well put together and really clean and neat. I haven't seen a single cockroach here.
Yeah?
I honestly have not seen a single cockroach, and I hate them. But I thought being in a hot, humid place, I might see some. Haven't seen a single cockroach. Hotels are cheap. Food is cheap. Transportation is cheap. Everything you do, cell phone, data, everything is cheap. So cost of living, a really, really big plus here in India. Really affordable.
Because of living here, it's just like totally cheap. Like, it's friendly. It's affordable.
It's affordable, yeah. Friendly to your pocket, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so number 7 is chai.
Ah!
I put chai on its own category because it has been like a game changer for me.
Yeah.
I drink chai 5 to 8 times a day minimum. It gives me a chance to step outside,
Yes.
talk to different people, have a moment to myself.
Yeah.
It's delicious. So the masala, the ginger, what do they put? Cardamom,
Yeah.
all kinds of, I have no idea what's in there, but
Yeah.
every single one tastes different. Every single one is delicious. What do you think of chai, Palm?
I've heard someone mention about like chai in India is the best, but I don't know that it's gonna be amazing like this.
Yeah.
This is my first time and I really love it. I kind of nervous when I back to Thailand. I will not have this taste again. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
miss here a lot.
Definitely the number 1 tea in the world.
Exactly.
Hands down. No one comes close. I doubt it's ever going to be replaced by any other chai. The next thing is going to be India's love for animals. Now, coming here, I had no idea how much Indian people love animals. just the street dogs, the cows. Cows are everywhere, by the way. So they love these animals. I've always seen them feeding them, taking care of them. And if they have to shoot them, I never saw somebody hit them yet. They usually use water or something, or just yell at them. So now, that being said, I'm sure there are some places, some people that do abuse these animals, just like any other country, right? But for me to visibly see how fat some of these animals are, how well taken care of, anything you want to add on the animals thing, that's it. Let's not drag down anymore. So for me, I'm a big dog person, so all the dogs seem to be, some of them are limping because of the traffic. Poor guys. But anyways, so they're humane here. Next is use of plastic. So here, so number 9 is the use of plastic. Number 9, we're there, number 9. So I've noticed that India, with having all these other huge issues when it comes to political, social, and economical, of course, there's big gaps between people, but yet they still try to reduce plastic to help the environment, right? And a lot of people complain about pollution and trash, and I feel like what I see on an everyday basis, like the actual locals are trying to do all their best to reduce some of the uses of plastic here.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that as well. Just like chai. That's a good example. Yeah,
so for the chai, they use clay instead of plastic cup. And sometimes even the straws, of course, are not a lot of people using, paper straws, and there's no lids on some of these things. And so even that when they give you something to take away, is wrapped in newspaper instead of just having a plastic container. So big ups to India for taking care of Earth and trying to do your part of making this place a better world, right? So number 10, the last one here, is why every foreigner should visit India, is Bollywood. I don't know why I put that there. So Bollywood, we saw a movie recently, Triple R, right? So RRR, wow, it blew me away. We went to a cinema with some of our friends, a couple people we met at the hostel. Wow, what an experience that was. Right? What did you think of the Bollywood movie?
It's amazing. It's not just a movie. It's just you go to have a party with your friends who interesting in the same thing.
For sure. The cinema itself is amazing because people are shouting and screaming and cheering on. You really get involved in the movie, unlike Canada, where people are shh, shut up. I'm here to watch the movie by myself, it's over here, people get really involved. It's really neat. Oh, one more thing about Bollywood movies, if someone's smoking, it's kind of cool at the bottom to have a disclaimer, do not smoke, basically. So, and then not to mention how advanced Bollywood is. I didn't realize all the CGI they're using, the directing, the different camera angles, the music, the sounds, the whole, it's an epic thing here, the Bollywood
It's so much fun.
Okay, let's finish this before. We don't want to hit 20 minutes, right? So let's finish this off by my personal favorite thing or one of my bonuses we said at the end. I'm going to go ahead. For me, I love India because every day is different. You're never reliving the same boring, dull, mundane moments, right? Everything we discuss happens on a daily basis. Every time you go out on the streets, anything can happen. You can meet all kinds of people. You can see all kinds of things. It's never boring, and I feel safe and comfortable traveling through India so far. And what about yourself? Anything you want to add aside from the 10 reasons?
Yep. I mean, no, just the people. They never get mad at each other. They seem like they're ready to fight all the time, but it's not just like that. When they yell at each other, they wanna be clear to something, and they're so friendly and nice.
Absolutely, I agree. Now that's it, guys. So if you found this video informative or entertaining, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let us know in the comment section if you agree, disagree, anything you want to share. Leave the comments down below, and tell us which of these surprised you, or something if you've been to India that we didn't cover. And that's it for this one, guys. So I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Namaste. See you guys. Bye.